ओडिशा गस्तरे आसिछन्ति कोलकाता अवस्थापित ब्रिटिश डेप्यूटी हाई कमिशनर ब्रूस बकनेल। यह अवसर में से कलिंग टीवी परिदर्शन करिसेंति। कलिंग टीवीर कार्यप्रणाली संपर्क में से वरिष्ठ अधिकारी सहित आलोचना करथिले। बात्या फनी मुकाबला और हॉकी विश्वकप आयोजन नहीं राज्य सरकार को प्रशंसा करिसेंति बकनेल। राज्य में निवेश सुजोग उपरे मध्य मत रखिछन्ति। विभिन्न क्षेत्र में ब्रिटेन और भारत मध्य बढ़ुवा संपर्क दृष्टि ब्रूस बकनेल को यथेष्ट भूमिका रही। विशेषकर जेहेतु से कोलकाता अवस्थापित अछंती तेणु ओडिशार सामाजिक आर्थिक स्थिति सह परंपरा और संस्कृति सहित किभली इंग्लैंडवासी भावर आदान प्रदान हो पारिबो से बाबद रे प्रयासरत रहिछंती।
How do you look Odisha as an investment destination?
That's a very good question because you're right. There is a lot of British investment in India. We say we're the highest G20 investor in India, which is a nice way of saying we're a big investor. We're bigger than Japan. But a lot of our investments are in the line Delhi, Noida and all of that down through Jaipur, Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore. But there are investments in this side of the country. We still have tea in the northeast. There's still some companies in Kolkata. And in Orissa, there are also British-based companies who are very interested in the mining sectors. But obviously, just at the moment, there's nothing new, so to speak. I was going to go and visit a British-owned company down in Gopalpur, who are doing a fantastic business. It's a very niche business. But to grow, I think, the investments are coming from larger companies in businesses where, to be frank, India supplies Britain. The growth to some extent in things like steel and Tata Steel are big in the state, but they also own the steel industry in Britain. So that's the relationship, I think, and the trade that it's growing is really a reflection on the investment that happens between the two countries.
Britain is hosting the next climate change summit.
Yes.
Odisha has been affected by natural disaster
Indeed.
Quite regularly. Last
Right.
Fani, it wreaked havoc in our state. So Odisha has done very well also. UN has also appreciated that. So how do you look at Odisha as a model in terms of resilience when coping with natural disasters? How do you look at the Odisha model?
Well, absolutely. Odisha has done a fantastic job. I think building cyclone sensors, as we saw, I was looking at the figures before I came up, and actually I think more people, sadly, were killed by Cyclone Titli than were killed in Cyclone Foni, and that's partly, I think, Titli came to shore in a relatively undeveloped area, whereas Foni came sadly to shore at Puri, but where there were the greater concentrations of population and probably greater concentrations of shelter. So yes, Orissa has done a fantastic job, but I have to say, as a state, I think Foni in particular, the force of those winds, as I understand it, they were the strongest winds since 1999.
Right.
And the fact that so few were actually killed is testament to the effort that the state has put in. And there was a terrible damage, but also we're better now at recovering things like mobile systems. So I think it was a fantastic effort by the state. And actually, this is something that we can share wider around the world. If Orissa can do it, other countries have no excuse for not preparing for the sort of disasters that you have.
Odisha is now the sports capital of the country now. We had hosted the World Cup hockey also.
You did. Unfortunately, our team didn't do very well. Well, we got to the semi-final. I'm sorry, India didn't get to the semi-final. But the facilities here are fantastic. And I'll be talking later to people involved with it. The hockey stadium, it really is fantastic quality, world class. Unfortunately, the world-class hockey players who play on it the winning teams were not England. But yeah, it's a facility. Sport is a really important driver of economic growth. It employs a lot of people, and like tourism, well, it contributes to tourism. And Bhubaneswar is now on the tourism map for the sport. And it's the same in other Indian cities. They have different sports, but certainly Bhubaneswar has put itself on the map, and that can only benefit the state.
Academic institutions are concerned. Odisha is now the academic capital of the East, at least. So many of them now. And our Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, KIIT, it has been accorded Institute of Excellence
I
status.
know, very well.
Only institute from the. How do you foresee academic partnership between UK and India and to some and to be Odisha with Odisha? To be specific.
Well, my colleagues in the British Council have very good relationship with KIT and KISS, and they are the in charge, if you like, of the educational links. I know also very well that India is now Britain's second largest research partner around the world. In other words, the research that goes on between British and Indian researchers is the second most important national group after the United States. So India is really important to us, and we've invested a lot of money in something called the Newton Bubba Fund, which over a period of around 10 years has invested something like £300 million. You'll forgive me, I'm not very good at putting that into crore rupees, but is a sign of the massive investment between the two countries. And we have something like 1,000 researchers of Indian origin working in British universities, some of whom will be in that area community.